The Book of Joshua, Chapter 4.
And it came to pass, when the whole nation had completely gone over the Jordan, that Jehovah spoke to Joshua, saying, Take you 12 men out of the people, 1 man out of every tribe, and command them, saying, Take up hence, out of the midst of the Jordan, from the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones, and carry them over with you, and lay them down in the lodging place where ye shall lodge this night. And Joshua called the 12 men whom he had appointed, of the children of Israel, a man out of every tribe. And Joshua said to them, Pass before the ark of Jehovah your God into the midst of the Jordan, and lift up, each of you, a stone, and put it upon his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, that this may be a sign in your midst. When your children ask hereafter, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall say to them, that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of Jehovah, when it went through the Jordan. The waters of the Jordan were cut off. And these stones shall be for a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. And the children of Israel did so, as Joshua had commanded, and took up 12 stones out of the midst of the Jordan, as Jehovah had spoken to Joshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel. And they carried them over with them to the lodging place, and laid them down there. And 12 stones did Joshua set up in the midst of the Jordan, in the place where the feet of the priests who bore the ark of the covenant had stood firm. And they are there to this day. And the priests who bore the ark stood in the midst of the Jordan until everything was finished, that Jehovah had commanded Joshua to speak unto the people, according to all that Moses had commanded Joshua. And the people hasted and passed over. And it came to pass, when all the people had completely gone over, that the ark of Jehovah went over, and the priests, in the presence of the people. And the children of Reuben, and the children of Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, went over in array before the children of Israel, as Moses had spoken to them. About 40,000, armed for military service, passed over before Jehovah to the war, unto the plains of Jericho. On that day Jehovah magnified Joshua in the sight of all Israel, and they feared him, as they had feared Moses, all the days of his life. And Jehovah spoke to Joshua, saying, Command the priests who bear the ark of the testimony, that they came up out of the Jordan. And Joshua commanded the priests, saying, Come up out of the Jordan. And it came to pass, when the priests who bore the ark of the covenant of Jehovah had come up out of the midst of the Jordan, when the soles of the priests' feet were lifted up onto the dry land, that the waters of the Jordan returned to their place, and they flowed as previously over all its banks. And the people came up out of the Jordan on the 10th of the 1st month, and encamped in Gilgal, on the eastern extremity of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they had taken out of the Jordan did Joshua set up in Gilgal. And he spoke to the children of Israel, saying, When your children hereafter ask their fathers, saying, What mean these stones? Then ye shall let your children know, saying, On dry land did Israel come over this Jordan, because Jehovah your God dried up the waters of the Jordan from before you, until ye had passed over, as Jehovah your God did to the Red Sea, which he dried up from before us, until we had passed over, that all peoples of the earth might know the hand of Jehovah, that it is mighty, that ye might fear Jehovah your God continually.